Hello, welcome to the update. I'm Susie Thompson. King Charles and Queen Camilla are back in Sydney for the final day of their whirlwind tour. The royal couple will meet with the Australians of the Year, melanoma treatment pioneers Georgina Long and Richard Scolyer. Later in the afternoon, they'll head to the Opera House forecourt before a fleet review of several Defence Force boats and an Air Force flyover. Lidia Thorpe isn't backing down from her actions in Parliament House, insisting King Charles is not our sovereign. The monarch had just addressed dignitaries at a reception when the independent senator began shouting, "Give us our land back and not our king." Thorpe's defended herself on Sky News UK.
But I understand that, it's all about portraying me as an angry black woman. Well, yeah, I'm angry. I'm angry because I see too many of our people dying, too many people incarcerated. We don't have any land. Your king and his previous kings and queens stole that from us.
Western Australian Premier Roger Cook says he's considering putting passenger restrictions on P-platers after a horror weekend on his state's roads. 3 people were killed in a crash in Perth South in the early hours of Saturday morning. It's alleged a drunk driver was doing 114 k's an hour in a 70 zone.
We also want to continue to look at other measures which will make our young people, our young road users, safer. One of the things, for instance, we have is a curfew between midnight and dawn for P-plate drivers. We're the only state that does that, but there are other areas where we can move and regulate to make our roads safer.
Police in northeast Victoria are investigating after a motorhome was set on fire at Wangaratta. Police say in the first attempt to torch the home, a man threw a Molotov cocktail at the vehicle and then ran off with his arm on fire. A second man used a jerry can in the second attempt. BHP and another mining company, Vale, are denying responsibility for Brazil's worst environmental disaster. The 2015 mining dam collapse is playing out in the High Court in London this week. 19 people were killed and hundreds of homes destroyed by a deluge of toxic wastewater. The claimants want the equivalent of $47 billion. And Brisbane Broncos star Ezra Mam has reportedly sought help after a head-on crash which saw him test positive for drugs while being unlicensed. News Corp says he's voluntarily entered a rehab facility to get over personal challenges. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, the Kangaroos get a chance for revenge when they take on the Kiwis on Sunday. In their last meeting, Australia suffered a record 30-0 loss in the Pacific Championships final. Prop Lindsay Collins says they need to redeem themselves.
It wasn't nice to be a part of, every time you put on those colours, you want to do that jersey proud. And for me, myself, didn't do the jersey proud last year. So we get an opportunity to rectify that this weekend.
And in Sheffield Shield cricket, Western Australia trails Tasmania by 58 runs with 6 wickets remaining. South Australia leads Queensland by 6 runs with 9 wickets remaining. And Victoria leads New South Wales by 226 with 6 wickets in hand. In entertainment news, initial autopsy results have reportedly found a mix of drugs known as pink cocaine in Liam Payne's system at the time of his death in Argentina. Fans continue to gather at the site in Buenos Aires, singing One Direction songs and leaving tributes. And that is the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you later on for another update. I'm Susie Thompson.